Good afternoon, everybody. It is Steve with Real Progressives. I have I've been called just about everything in the book, and my skin gets thicker by the minute because it has no choice but to. But today, I was asked if I was the gatekeeper to fighting against a UBI. Like I'm somehow or another the gatekeeper that the establishment has pushed in here to block us from a UBI. And what's worse is this guy's a burner, right? He's a Bernie-crat asking if I'm the gatekeeper blocking the world from a UBI. Never mind the fact that he failed to understand that he's partnering up with the Koch brothers who are salivating at a UBI. Never mind that he's partnering up with Zuckerberg and all the other Silicon Valley pukes out there who would gladly pay us a shit wage and gladly go ahead and shove us off to a UBI and just become consumption units. Okay? Never mind the fact that the right wing has been fighting for a UBI forever because the right wing would like to get rid of the entirety of the social safety nets that have been put in there since even before FDR. Okay? Never mind the fact that these people haven't done the homework. But these people will go ahead and pollute your entire everything that you do with these baseless accusations. What are you, Soros bought? What are you, a gatekeeper for the establishment? What are you? This is the kind of disgusting, worthless sleuthing that this movement has somehow or another suckled out of the libertarian movement. We are talking about the most vapid and vacuous people on the planet, okay? That sit there, what are you, Soros bought? What are you, a plant for the establishment? Fuck you is what I am. How about that? Here's my credentials and here's my message to you. Okay? The real deal is this. At the end of the day, we're fighting for a federal job guarantee. Why is that? Let's talk about that for a minute. First things first. 40,000 people a year commit suicide for joblessness. It's ridiculous how many people commit suicide over not having a job. And it's not just about the pay. People want to work. People want to be able to have a job. Now, the next thing is this. When the man puts you in a position where you've got to accept shit wages, puts you in a position where they don't give you benefits, puts you in a position where you're stuck and you've got no other choice. A federal job guarantee not only puts you in position to make different choices, it allows women who are in domestic violence situations to leave bad situations. It allows people in Flint, Michigan who are stuck without having clean water to leave and go somewhere else and know they will have a job waiting for them immediately. A shit subsistence wage has been pushed by the likes of Milton Friedman all the way back in the late 60s, early 70s, and he thought that the negative income tax would be a great thing because the only thing wrong with capitalism is that we need more capitalism. No joke. Milton Friedman, who wanted to financialize our existence by cutting federal spending to force us to borrow private debt, so that we could keep the economy floating on our own backs, as in slaves, okay? This guy is not going to be content without a feudal society where people are reduced to subsistence living. And corporations can give subsistent wages, shit benefits with nothing to tether it to. This guy is not going to be content until we turn our lives into basically school vouchers. Okay, this is something that I've said countless times. You should be able to grasp this. It's not difficult. The public school system, okay, many people have offered up the idea of giving school vouchers to try to offset the inability of poor kids to be able to go to good schools. But there's still only a small number of quote-unquote good schools. So if you give everyone a school voucher, everyone's got their $5,000 voucher, everyone just bumps up to the next level. It is pure status quo. Without changing the way it's done, you've done nothing by adding a quote-unquote UBI. Now, you give somebody a basic needs guarantee where they can't inflate housing, they can't inflate the rent, they can't inflate electricity, they can't inflate food costs, clothing costs, etc. You give them a basic needs guarantee, you might have my attention. But in the meantime, though, we could easily expand Social Security to capture those people that cannot work or can't, whatever, right? The people that fit into that UBI bucket. For the rest of society that would like to participate and contribute to their local communities, a federal job guarantee is a voluntary program. It is not make work. We're talking about locally, folks, your local government, your local leaders in your community, pick and choose what they want done in their local community. Now, there are many different flavors of a federal job guarantee. There are many different flavors out there, so you have to be discerning. The word federal job guarantee doesn't mean the same thing from a neoliberal as it would from an MMTer. Let's just be real clear about that, okay? But a federal job guarantee, the way we propose it, not only sets the wage floor that all corporations have to meet or beat, but it also sets the benefit floor that all corporations have to meet or beat. If they screw with you, you can leave and go and have a job waiting for you like that. You don't lose your health care. You don't lose access to college. You don't lose all these things by making tough decisions that shouldn't be there for you to make to begin with. So when some asshole asks me if I'm the gatekeeper for the establishment, for the freaking dullard version of the UBI, okay? I'm sorry that you don't understand this. I'm sorry you haven't done the homework. I'm sorry that that's too much work for you. But when you come out with these stupid, is he Soros bought? You immediately have lost me. You immediately are labeled a loser. The minute you say that, I instantly consider you to be a loser. Quite frankly, I think you're a loser. You say, are you Soros bought? You're a loser. Capital L, L-O-S-E-R. Lahu Zahur. Loser. Opposite of a winner. The minute you start saying something like, oh, he's a tool of the establishment, that's when you know you're dealing with a loser. Someone who is inept at putting thoughts together. The sparks aren't firing. The cognition isn't there. They're wasting your time. They're wasting my life. Unacceptable. Get out of here. You want to have a real legitimate conversation about policy and you want to talk about real economics? Man, I am all ears and I will talk to you till the cows come home. I will talk to you round the clock. I will answer any question you have. But the minute you saunter about, you do your cool guy, dude, smoking your cigarette, drinking your beer on camera, talking about somebody being, Soros bought, you're just a waste of a sperm and an egg. That's it. Nothing more. You've literally forsaken your value to society when you do stuff like that. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. That's the deal. You're worthless. You've lost your right to have any kind of say in my life because I can't tolerate that kind of dumbness. Now, the reason why a federal job guarantee also is extremely important is now the economy is pegged to labor. The economy is now pegged to labor. And so when the economy is pegged to labor, now what you've got is full employment for human beings, if we want it, right? There will no longer be a situation where a person that wants a job cannot find a job. That's an incredible thing. For those of you who have experienced involuntary unemployment, which the government sets, by the way, that's called NAIRU, N-A-I-R-U. Okay, these folks, when they set the target unemployment rate, they are purposely ensuring that people are unemployed. They are purposely setting the targets for the economy to allow for a large number of people to suffer needlessly. Unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Fidel Kaboub talks about the price of corn. You never see the price of corn set to zero. But yet you see the price of labor, unused labor, people sitting on their couches literally unable to find work. You've priced their labor at zero. You've priced their value at zero. What is wrong with this country? What is wrong with our movement that would allow such stupidity? There are people out there, and this is what really perturbs me. Cory Booker, the same Cory Booker that has been taking big pharma donations, that sat there and shot down the big pharma bill that freaking Bernie was trying to push through to get us cheaper pharmaceuticals. That same Cory Booker, the one that Diane Moxley and others went into that office and caught him telling stuff. That same Cory Booker. He is now ahead of progressives pushing a federal job guarantee. How bad is it that progressives have gotten so cool, too cool for school, tearing it down, want to bring it down, man, that Cory Booker could take such an important policy thing and be out there in front of the pack? How infuriating is that? That should really, really upset you that your Green Party leadership hasn't been out there pushing it. That others from MPP, PIP, and all the other independents, all the other Our Revolutions, all the other groups have not pushed this, but they've allowed Cory Booker to go out there front and center. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if Cory Booker's got the right policy, I'll support that policy. I may not support Cory Booker, but I will support that policy. And it's important that if you want to be the good guy and you want to be out front, that you step out of the garbage. Well, so-and-so Soros bought, and so-and-so is a tool for the establishment, man. I'm so cool, man. I'm like so cool. I'm going to talk about Soros. Because Soros, man, Soros. Don't you get sick of seeing that shit? Doesn't it make your skin crawl? Don't you want people to wake up and truly be woke as fuck and fight for what they want and not let George Soros and not let these other people dictate that? Isn't that what you want? Or do you want to just always be, well, George Soros says and we're all screwed and we're all going to die? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, when I see the Green Party step up and say, we are fighting for a federal job guarantee, then I'm going to sit there and be able to say, they're the good guys. Look at them pushing for a job guarantee. But unfortunately, Green Party's still busy worrying about vaccines and Wi-Fi, and they're sitting there talking about ending the Fed and ending the fractional reserve system, and all this other gibberish. They can't get out of their own way. When is the Green Party going to step up and do what it could for progressives? They are there. They could do it, but they won't. They keep pandering to the weird on the outside fringe. Why? Why not pander to saving lives? Green Party, here's your chance. MPP, I love you. You guys are my homies. I'm telling you right now, right this minute, there is stuff going around, studies from Levy Institute. Get behind it early and often. Do not get outclassed by Cory Booker. You guys take the lead on this. Run with it. Start championing a federal job guarantee. Be able to have that part of your legacy. Be able to have that as part of the tale of MPP. We were fighting for a job guarantee when it first started. We were right there from day one. You can do this. PIP. Stop with the other stuff, man. Get behind this. These are things that you could get behind right now. Elevate your status. Prove that you've been listening to the real economists and prove that you're ready to fight for the 99%. Stop letting Cory Booker get out there in front of this. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is an opportunity for progressives to stand up and not just talk about chemtrails and not just talk about eating berries and not just talking about hiding in the woods and checking out of the system and Bitcoin and other crazy shit. Start being part of the solution. Get in front of this now. Yes, Cory Booker. Yes, I see you. All that. Exactly. And why in the world, Vero, are we not seeing our third parties and our progressives and the people that aren't corporate cons? Why are we seeing them out in front leading this? Yeah, it's great to point out the negative. I'm looking for a leader, damn it. I'm looking for somebody to step up and do this right. But I'm not seeing it because they're too wrapped up in being cool and edgy. Man, we got to end the Federal Reserve. We got to end the fractional reserves. That doesn't exist. This kind of crap, this kind of shit priorities. We should play a game sometime. You have to tell me 5 things the Federal Reserve does for me to take anything you say about them Seriously. If you can't tell me 5 facts about the Federal Reserve other than it's a Rothschilds and it's private. If you can't tell me 5 real facts about the Federal Reserve, I don't listen to anything past that. That's the new game I'm going to play, because it takes way too much time to answer every slob that throws something. It's a private banksters. It's so much more difficult to think and put thoughts together and do things. So much energy wasted chasing these dumb stories. I'm telling you right now, time is ticking. Where are the good progressives, the not bought and paid for, the non-con man progressives fighting for dental care for all? Woo! Where are they? Are they going to wait for Cory Booker to come out and say he's for dental care so they can talk about what a con man he is and then not offer any solutions? Is that what they're going to do? Because that's what I see. And it pisses me off. Because I want our movement to be effective. I want our movement to actually be about solutions, not just being cool for the fire. Yeah, man, there was this time, I was like so anti-war and stuff that, like totally and stuff. And I bought some Bitcoin, man. And then I went and had a fire, and then we smoked some clove cigarettes and stuff, and I wore my hemp bracelet, and it was like so rad. I want to see people really stepping into solutions and not being cool for each other. Yeah, man, you should hear him, man. He knows all the hip slang, man. He's so rad. I want to see the Green Party prove they're the solution, Guillaume, because right now what I'm seeing is a whole lot of, we got to tear down the establishment. We got to do this. We got to do that. I'm not seeing any solutions. Even the student debt solution that they came out with, they had it all hosed up because they got in bed with the AMI, American Monetary Institute nonsense. And then when the MMT crowd came out with a bold thing, they tried to co-opt it and act like they had a part in it. But they've been shooting down and pissing down on MMT from Jump Street. It's time for us to be real. It's time for us to say things that are factual, not what we want them to be. I would love for the Green Party to be something they are not, obviously, right now. I would love for everyone to be able to have all these things because we need them to be that. We need these third parties stepping up and able to kick back for real. But it's got to be more than just them's bad, and them's bad. Tell me what your solution is, because I'm here ready to fight. I am ready to fight. That's what I'm saying. If you want the things you say you want, show me. Soros spot. This Soros spot. Big. Oh, I'm so sick of that. Doesn't that gross you out? Doesn't it make your skin crawl when you see somebody so cool and edgy that they have to, it's Soros spot? Anyway, I'm Steve Grumbine with Real Progressives, and I can tell you right now, I'm all about solutions. I'll support any party that steps up and does the right thing, and I will slap down anyone that does the wrong thing. I'm telling you right now, call me a gatekeeper, call me whatever you want, but I'm clear as day. Federal job guarantee, modern monetary theory, a brand new frickin' deal, man. Healthcare, dental care, infrastructure, college, free, getting rid of the student debt, you name it. Green energy, but you know what? Ending wars, ending the drug war, that's what I'm about. If your party steps up and does that and doesn't add any weird, we got to end the fractional reserve system to it, you got my vote. You start adding weird stuff to it, you'd lose my vote. Just like that. Just like that. You add the weird shit to it, the bullshit, done, gone. Move on, next. And that's exactly how I roll. So I'm telling you right now, I want every one of my third-party friends to step up and embrace this, because the only way we kick their ass is by really having solutions, really seriously having solutions. Not just saying they're bad, but stepping up and saying, look guys, here is the alternative we present. And the alternative we present is just a beautiful thing. We can make the world inhabitable. We can seriously save lives. We can make families stay together. We can provide assistance. We can provide a better world. This is what I want to hear, man. I don't want to hear any more about the Democrats because I already know the story. I was there. I lived it. I want to hear what you're offering. And I want to know right here, right now, what you're offering. I want to see you out there boldly talking about what you're offering. not just negative about them, because they are going to be what they are. Our entire lives we've seen it. Our entire lives we've watched as we put our hopes and dreams in the corporate people that end up snatching it away from us at the last second. Be about the issues. I'm telling you, I swear to God, you get about the issues and you will have my attention 24/7. I will fight with you. I will help you. I will organize with you. I will pump the message out. I promise. I swear on my life. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys so much that it enrages me when we get sidetracked, that it enrages me when we get distracted. Because the enemy is not being distracted. They are after us like you wouldn't believe. They're after us. They don't care. They want to marginalize us. They want us to feel good about the crumbs they leave us. And I can't survive on crumbs. I'm fighting selfishly for my family. The anger you hear is for me as a father. And it's a man that wants to be a part of a movement where you guys feel that same way. That you guys want the same things. That you're willing to fight for the same things. I want to see you with your fist in the air for the right reasons. Not just what you don't like, but what you do like. I'm telling you, my friends, this is what's missing. It is not inspiring to wake up and be trashed and trolled and called all kinds of names. What is inspiring is to wake up knowing you're fighting for something worth rising in the morning to greet the new day with. And I'm telling you right now, it's been a long time since I felt like I was a part of a movement. And that movement ended largely back when Bernie conceded to Hillary. And we've been shooting each other like crabs in a barrel since. Stay on point. I'm begging you. Stay on point. And don't let distractions, and don't let naysayers, and don't let people that are not willing to do the work get in your way. There are enough people out there that are just looking for hope. Let's give it to them. Let's give it to them. Let's give them hope. And stop painting the doom and gloom. We all feel it. My teeth are rotting out of my mouth. My bones hurt from arthritis. Everything about me hurts. I want hope. Let's give it to the people, folks. We don't need a leader. We are our leaders, not me, us. Let's mean it. I'm Steve Grumbine. Tonight at 8 o'clock, I will have Asa Khalif from Black Lives Matter in Philadelphia joining me. We're going to talk about Starbucks. We're going to talk about what it means to live in a just society, one that is inclusive. And folks, I'm excited. This is a guy who goes out to everything. This is a man who is fighting day in and day out to save lives. And I love that. I really, really love that. I hope you'll join me tonight, 8 o'clock. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.